What's up? All right, so today it's the morning on a Wednesday before school. I love Wednesdays here because we start at 10, or I do. So we have half days. Start at 10. I end at 12. Days over. It's awesome. But anyways, to get to the point, this morning I had time and I released my first adventure video, not just me talking in the camera here, but a vlog of me actually doing stuff and living life. But it got me thinking about something. It got me thinking about the balance between perfectionism and imperfectionism. And I think that's a really good balance to be able to try to figure out, but it's also really, really difficult. So what I mean by this is when perfectionists, they want everything to be perfect. Obviously, that's the name of the game, right? They want everything to be a certain way, and they won't be satisfied until it's perfect. And I've definitely felt this in certain aspects of my life. And imperfectionism is being content with stuff not being perfect, which it can also be good, but it can also be it can also not help you because you're content with not your best, right? So, but there has to be a balance to this because, for example, when I released the video this morning, I knew it's not perfect. It's my first ever video of that type. I know these videos aren't perfect. I know that what I'm releasing is not insanely high tier content, you know what I mean? But I'm okay with that. And that's my balance between perfectionism and imperfectionism because I don't think I'm releasing bad content, but I don't think I'm releasing perfect content. But if I was stuck in that, if I kept trying to get put out the perfect thing, I would never have even made my first video, right? Because there isn't going to be a perfect thing. And if you're always obsessing over these minute details that are holding you back from actually doing the thing in the first place because you're scared, what if it's not perfect, right? Because your perfectionism is taking over so much. That's actually holding you back further from if you were content with not being perfect. And it's not a thing because you hear perfectionism and you're like, oh, yeah, that's success because everything you do is to your highest level. But if that's the case, then you're not doing enough, right? Because if you're not failing, if you're scared because you know it's not going to be perfect, then you're never going to grow. So I think that's something I've been thinking about because it's hard. It's hard to put something out there that you know isn't the absolute best. You obviously you want to show your best, right? But you can't do that if you don't show anything, right? You can't do that if you don't start somewhere. And so I think just getting started and being okay that something's not absolutely perfect. I don't want these videos to be bad. We'll use the videos as an example. I don't want these to be bad, but I want to get them out there. And if I constantly was doing oh, that video sucked, retake it, or something like that, I'm never gonna end up being satisfied, right? I'm never gonna end up putting these out there. And what I want is for them to be out there, right? So I have to be content with not putting out the perfect product. But I also can't be content with putting out a terrible product. So finding that balance is really, really important, and it's not easy, right? So I think you can apply this to so many areas of your life, just so many things. You can apply this balance of perfectionism and imperfectionism because I can't think about the amount of times, let's say on a school project, the same things come up. Obviously, it's very different situation, but you're like, oh, I want to do the absolute best on this. I want to get an 100. I'm not settling for anything less. And then if you just obsess so much over all the little things, what are you even doing with your life? Maybe you will get that 100, but that being okay to be a little imperfect and not spend like 6 hours. Like, see, these are the difference between, these are the sacrifices, right, of imperfectionism and perfectionism, and it's finding the balance and what works for you. I think there's no right balance, it's what works for each individual person. So there we go. It's time to go to school. Peace out.